as far as the Yankees, the days are dwindling to a precious few here. You know, there are not many more days where you can have Tampa win and the Red Sox win. And yes, Tampa continues to just play brilliant baseball, and they keep beating on the Angels, which is something the Yankees and the Red Sox can't do. They've beaten the Angels 5 straight games in Tampa, including last night and 2 in a row. And listen, you're not even thinking about the Angels right now. I mean the Rays right now. You're thinking about the Red Sox. It's now 6 in the loss. 6 in the loss. They come to town Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week, and you cannot have games like the Yankees had last night. There's just been too many of them. I mean, Rasner did a great job. The Yankees didn't hit Burnett. They never hit Burnett. I mean, Burnett's got 16 wins, and he's putting up a big statement this year. But he was winning games recently where he's, winning 10-6. But he owns the Yankees. He's thrown gem after gem at the Yankees this year. And what you got out of the middle of the lineup last night with A-Rod and Giambi striking out 7 out of 8 bats is just mind-boggling. And then A-Rod's stunt in the 9th inning is one of the dumber things you're ever going to see. You can't. First of all, he didn't break it out of the box. Secondly, if you don't do that, then you don't go for 2, unless you know the ball is way, way away from the fielder, and you cannot gamble. You want to get to Johnny Damon? The Yankees are trying to put a guy who can hit the center field. We all know Damon can't play center field anymore. How he drops 2 fly balls in one game, I have no idea. I do not even know what to say. I mean, listen, I could get guys off the street who could catch that ball. I could get guys off the putting green here who could have caught those balls last night. How Damon's dropping fly balls all over the outfield, I have no idea. But, you're going to get to a point that you're not going to be able to send them out there if you're going to get a performance like that. Here's the bottom line. Yankees have to win the back 2 games here. Pettit has to put up tonight against Percy, and then they're going to have to beat Doc Holliday tomorrow. They got to get on a run here. They have got to get a 5 or 6 game winning streak together by the time, even, I'd say the games leading up now to the Red Sox, which are 5, they have to win 4 out of 5. Anything else is crazy. I mean, they're getting way, way behind. They are 6 behind in the loss column, with 37 games to play. They have 6 left with the Red Sox, including 3 next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, then the last 3 games of the season in Fenway Park. All right? Now Tampa's long gone. Kudos to them. I was dead wrong. I never even thought they'd last into the race in August, and they've just run away and hit. They've run away and hit from everybody. They now have the best record in baseball, which is hard to fathom. I mean, raise your hand if you thought Tampa was going to win the most games in the major leagues this year. I mean, they've done an incredible job. The Red Sox can still be had, but, it's a Yankee team that can't score. And then there's Johnny Damon running, playing in the outfield like the guy who's never stepped in the outfield before. And then you got A-Rod running the bases the way he did in the 9th inning. I mean, you've seen that how many times? You put in a pinch runner Friday night, he gets picked off against Kansas City. You saw how many bad at-bats on Saturday. All right, you saw an explosion on Sunday, and then right back into the 2-1 muck on on Tuesday. I mean, the middle of your order strikes out 7 out of 8 at-bats. 7 out of 8 at-bats. A-Rod Giambi left 6 men on base last night, and they struck out 7 times. Can't win. Can't win. That Suey back doesn't make any difference. Navy makes no difference. Pudge Rodriguez makes no difference. If A-Rod doesn't hit, if he doesn't hit, you're not going to get it done this year. As it is, you're putting out a very, very tough starting rotation. I mean, it is a bad starting rotation right now. And A-Rod's got to pick it up. And as we said, Pettit's got to pick it up. And, they're days away. I've seen people the last couple of days, kick the dirt on the Yankees. And rightly so. They're not out of line. I mean, they've been waiting a long time to do it, but you know what? They're not out of line. This is starting to look insurmountable because the team can't put together 2 straight wins in a row. They can't put together 2 good performances in a row. I mean, this has gotten stupid, some of the stuff with the Yankees, the way they run the bases. And then to have Damon go out there, I understand what Girardi's doing. You sent Melky to the minors. You don't want to play Gardner as more than a defensive replacement because he can't hit. I know we got a game-winning hit Saturday, but you know what? Can happen to anybody. They got to put their best offensive team on the field because they have had so much trouble scoring runs day in and day out. But you can't do that if a guy is going to play center field and drop 2 fly balls. I mean, not drop hard fly balls, not drop line drives, not drop tough chances. Drop 2 easy catchable fly balls in the game. That doesn't make up for the defense. It doesn't. I mean, the offense doesn't hide what they did. Their inefficiency at the plate has been mind-boggling. And when you realize you're talking about a lineup, Damon, Jeter, Abreu, A-Rod, Giambi, Nady, Matsui, Cano, and Pudge Rodriguez is as good a lineup as any team can put forth or has put forth in a long time. Think about it. You got Pudge Rodriguez, who's a borderline Hall of Famer, batting ninth. You got Cano batting eighth. There are teams in the major leagues where Cano would bat third. He's batting eighth. Nady's batting seventh. You got Matsui, or sixth, depending on where you want to put him. You put Nady sixth, Matsui seventh, couldn't quibble either way. Point is, you have a big hitter in all 9 slots, and the Yankees can't buy a hit. And let's be honest, they are now to the point where they are within days of destroying any chance they have to make a decent run here. They can't afford to get any farther behind. Because all the Red Sox have to do basically right now is come in here next week and win 2 out of 3, and then the Yankees are done. That's what it's come to. They will be done before September, which is something that, I mean, I know Hank wants to wave the white flag this year and make a lot of excuses for everybody around the organization, especially now that Joe Torre is maybe on his way into the postseason this year for the Dodgers. You know, the Yankees will be home and Joe and Manny will be in the postseason this year together, which is something that will be very difficult for the Yankee hierarchy to swallow. But the bottom line is, you know what? It's now days away. They have to win games now. They've got to get on a roll here before they play the Red Sox. And that means having Pettit throw a big game tonight, and it means somehow getting past Doc Holliday tomorrow, and then going down there and winning a minimum of 2 out of 3 games against the Orioles before finally the Red Sox come to town. And you really have to be the most ardent and the most really blindly loyal of Yankee fans. And I'm one of those, to think this team has a chance. I'm not counting them dead yet, but you know what? Everybody is swooning around. Everybody is right there waiting to pick at the bones. And they are not far away.